transformer. Okay, so just at first, this is the transformer. Can you hear me, Amir?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We can
sir.
hear you, sir.
We
Okay,
can hear
thank
you,
you.
sir.
Okay, thank you. So this our transformer, right? This is the transformer. Okay, so this transformer, previous day already declared our transformers are this side one resistance and another resistance, another coil and another coil. This two. Okay, these two resistance is named R equivalent. Primary, these the equivalent resistance. Two are single. Then these two is single. This is the coil. This is the
Conductors.
X equivalent. Okay. This is the primary part. Also, this is the secondary part. Secondary part. These are two coil and two resistance. Okay. These two is the single. This is the XC double prime, and this two is single. RE double prime. Okay. And now these two is combined. This is the ZE double prime. This is the equivalent impedance. Okay.
Their
And
impedance.
clear? And this is the also impedance. This is the single. Single means primary part, double means secondary part. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
this case, but what is this? This resistance and this resistance. Okay. And this equivalent, this inductance and this inductance. Okay. This now these are described this single part. Okay. So at first our topics equivalent resistance of transformer in terms of primary. Okay, our first topics
Okay, sir.
today. Our first topics equivalent resistance of transformer in terms of primary. Okay, so equivalent resistance, only resistance part in terms of primary. So just primary part. These are topics. First topics. This coil. This is the transformer. Just primary part, only resistance. Okay. At first, clear this only resistance. Okay. So this the equivalent resistance. These two are equivalent. Okay. But what is this single? Okay. Now this described. So our topics equivalent resistance of transformer in terms of primary. So this is the primary part. So you know that our primary part, one internal must be internal resistance of primary part. This is the RP, primary resistance. Okay, primary part resistance. This name is primary resistance, and this resistance is not primary resistance. This resistance is the secondary resistance in terms of primary, because if this coil is active, this the internal resistance, and this resistance is transfer. This coil is active, then this uh, uh, resistance and inductance also transmit this part, because this is the coil. Okay, this the if this the magnetic flux is active, then this part to transfer this part. So now this part is active, so this part resistance and inductance also transfer this part. Okay, so this called RS prime. Okay, this is the secondary resistance. This not direct secondary resistance. Secondary resistance. Okay, this is the secondary resistive
Part.
drop. Secondary resistive drop in terms of secondary resistance. Secondary resistance in terms of primary. Secondary resistance in terms of primary. Clear this name?
Sir,
So, yes.
this is not as you told us. This is not primary resistance, right?
This not primary resistance. Uh, this is the primary resistance, and also this part, just this part also two resistance.
Have two
This
resistances.
this is the secondary resistance, and this resistance is in terms of secondary. This is the primary resistance, RP prime. Okay.
Okay.
This secondary resistance transformer this part, and this
This resistance.
the transformer this part. Okay, clear?
Okay, sir. عندنا ساعة أنا بتخانة
Normally this the one resistance and this one resistance.
one
This
resistance.
resistance
Yes,
is
sir.
primary resistance,
Primary
and this is
resistance and this is the secondary
the secondary
resistance.
resistance. But this secondary resistance, if this coil is active, so this secondary resistance transfer this part.
That resistance,
This
yes.
is the RS prime. And also this the active, so this part to transfer, this the normal secondary resistance, but this part to transfer this part, so this the RP prime. Okay, clear? This resistance is this, and this resistance is this. Okay. So just now only at first clear first primary part, then we are clear secondary part. Okay, just erase this part. Okay, so this is the primary resistance. So primary resistive drop, primary resistive drop, primary resistive drop, primary resistive drop. This is equal to IPRP, right? Primary resistive drop means primary voltage drop. This section is voltage drop. This is the primary current. Okay, this part. So this part is this current flow. Okay, IP. So this section is voltage drop, IR. So this is the IR. Okay, clear? So primary resistive drop, and this if this secondary part, so secondary resistive drop, secondary resistive drop, okay, ISRS, right? If you connect the secondary part, so secondary resistive drop, ISRS. Okay, now secondary resistive drop, this secondary resistive drop in terms of primary, this part, this. Okay, so you know that you know that E P Y, EP by ES. Okay, this is equal to A, right? This is the transformation ratio. A means transformation ratio. Our already our previous topics finish. A or K, right? Any problem? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So just response, quick response, please. Okay. So these are primary voltage. Primary voltage by secondary voltage is equal to O A, or our another law, IS by IP is equal to A. Okay. So
Okay,
so our secondary resistive drop, secondary resistive drop in terms of primary. So this is equal to EP is equal to, you know that EP, now EP is equal to AIS, AES, right?
yeah,
This is the multiply. Okay, so EP is equal to EAS. So this is the secondary resistive drop. So this is the drop. Okay, this is the drop, voltage drop. So this means ES means IS, sorry, IS RS, right? And into A. Clear? All are
yes, sir.
clear?
Yes, yes.
So now, so this means IS RS A. Clear? So these and these are total. So our total resistive drop in terms of primary. Okay, total resistive drop in terms of primary. This is equal to this drop. This drop is this. Okay, and this drop is this. Clear? So IP RP plus IS RSA. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this this is this resistance is primary part. So this not is, this is the IP. Okay, so both are IP, single current flow, IP current. If this resistance is this part, so this the current is is, right? But this current IP, so now this the convert is to IP. So is is equal to, know that is equal to AIP.
IB. Yes.
Is is equal to AIP. Okay, so now this is the IP RP plus this is means
AIB.
IP RSA, right?
Yes.
So this is the IP RP plus A square IP RS, right?
Yes, sir.
So now if you common IP, so RP plus A square RS, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if this, so you know that V is equal to IR, right?
IR. Yes.
So if this the I, so this is equal to R, this total R.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is the current, this is the current,
Correct.
and this is the
This is the
resistance.
resistance. Yes.
So just IP now, if this name is changed, if IP R is single prime, this name is R is single prime. Okay, so just RE single prime means RE single prime is equal to RP plus A square RS. Okay, RE single prime means this. So this is the IP RE single prime. This both resistance name is, this is the equivalent resistance. So both resistance, if both resistance is single, you know that equivalent resistance. Now this is the single. This single name is RE single prime. So RE single prime is equal to RP plus A square RS, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and current this the current is IS. Sorry, IP. This current. So these two is equivalent one. This two is one. This name is RE single prime. So this is equal to this. RE single prime means primary resistance plus A square
Yes, sure. Yes.
secondary resistance. Okay, clear? This secondary
sir.
part resistance into A square. A square means this is the transformation ratio. So if the so this is the RP, right? This is the RP. This RP this. So plus this plus this. Okay, so this is equal to RS prime is equal to A square RS, right? Clear, Amir or Idris? These are the two resistance. These two resistance is equivalent resistance. The first resistance is same RP. This is the RP, and second resistance is RS single prime. So RS single prime means you do not understand RS single prime. This value is this ratio square into secondary resistance into this the secondary resistance. This is the RS. So this secondary resistance into A square. This means RS prime. Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir. Clear.
So please screenshot this. So this is the equivalent resistance of transformer in terms of primary. So equivalent resistance of transformer. Now your result. Equivalent resistance RE single prime is equal to this called equivalent resistance. Okay, equivalent resistance of primary. Okay, this is equal to RP plus A square RS, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now our all are, please screenshot this. Complete. Screenshot complete.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now just change equivalent resistance of now equivalent VA equivalent resistance of transformer in terms of secondary. Previously we are complete in terms of primary. Now our secondary part. Okay.
In terms of secondary.
In terms of secondary. So the circuit same. Now just we are using this secondary part. Only resistance, right?
Yes.
So this resistance, this is the RS, and this is the RP single point. Okay, and this two is RE double prime. Okay, so now we are calculate RE double prime in terms of secondary equivalent resistance. Equivalent resistance means RE double prime. So RE double prime is equal to what? Just find out this. Okay, so same our you know that our primary at first our second this is our secondary resistive drop. So our secondary resistive drop we know our secondary resistive drop secondary resistive drop secondary resistive drop is equal to IS because this current flow IS. Okay, so IS RS. Clear? And primary resistive drop into IPRP. Previous and this is the same. Now our previous this is the at first we start the primary resistive drop. Now the secondary resistive drop, and this is the secondary resistive drop. Now this is the primary resistive drop, and now secondary resistive drop in terms of primary. Now this is the primary resistive drop. Now primary resistive drop in terms of secondary. Okay, primary
Okay.
resistive drop in terms of secondary. So this is equal to our this secondary voltage. You know that our previously already assigned EP by ES is equal to A. So now ES is ES is equal to just cross transfer. EP by A is equal to ES. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. EP is equal to A ES. Now ES is equal to EP by A. So EP means this is the IP RP by A. Clear?
So what does stand for A?
A, this is the transfunction ratio.
سهل والله.
Our transformation ratio.
EB by S equal MB by S. MB by N. سهل وراها.
Clear?
Yes sir.
sorry sir, waxaa waa hadday internetka kii naga tagay korontada.
زين دوني وإيدين جيدا ما أنتوا بس سلامنيش أنا قاعد هنا.
Okay, so this is the clear. Okay, so now
Okay, sir.
this is our previous. This is the multiplying, but this is the division. This is the difference. This is the ISRS. Okay,
Administration.
EP is equal to EAS. So EP is equal to EAS, but this ES is equal to EP by A. So now this is the ES is equal to, because this is the secondary part. Okay, so secondary part primary. So secondary part primary, this value means this voltage drop. This voltage drop is IP RP by A. Okay, so now this is the total. Our previous topics, total resistive drop in terms of primary. So this is the total resistive drop in terms of secondary. So this is equal to this and this plus this and this plus this voltage drop and this voltage drop. So IS RS plus IP RP by A. But this is the secondary part, but this the current is primary. So just convert this current secondary. So you know that our another IS by IP is equal to A. So IP is equal to
IV is equal
IS by A. IP
Yeah.
is equal to IS by A. Clear? So that's change. IS RS plus this IP change IS. So IS by A. IS by A, and this also another A, this A, and this RP is RP. Okay, so IS is common, IS common, RS plus
RB.
RP by A square. Okay,
Ratio.
so if this is equal to our another name IS, this is equal to RE double prime. So RE double prime is equal to RS plus RP by A square. So this is equal to RE double prime is equal to RS plus RP by A square. Clear? So this is the RS. So this RS same. So this RP single prime, this is equal to RP by A square. Clear? So
Yes,
our
sir.
primary part. So our primary part, just repeat. This is our primary part. This is the RP and this is the RS single prime.
RS
This
single
RS is equal
prime,
to ARS. Clear? This is the ARS and this is the RP by A square. Clear? Just primary part multiplying and
Yes, sir. Clear.
A square. Sorry, this is the A square. And this is the secondary part division. Primary part, this is the multiply. So this is the equivalent
Sir,
resistance.
is it same? If you say
Sorry.
Sorry, sir, and sorry for my interrupt. Sir, I asked you if I'm looking like RS prime, and or if I'm looking for RS, it is same or different?
RS prime and RS not same. RS this is the secondary part resistance, and RS prime this is the in terms of primary. Secondary
Primary,
resistance
yes,
in
sir.
terms of primary. So this is the
So
primary
their
resistance, but
calculation will not
secondary
same.
in terms. So if secondary in terms, so must be this the ratio square RS prime is equal to A square RS, not RS. This is the RS and this RS not
Oh, okay.
same. Ratio square into RS, this is the RS prime. And also RP prime is equal to RP by A square. This RP prime and RP not same. RP prime and RP
Not so. So
is
my question is, what is the difference, sir?
because this is the difference, because this resistance is primary resistance, but this resistance transfer secondary part. So if secondary part transfer must be this the current, this the primary current and secondary current not same. This is the primary current IP and secondary current IS. So this the calculation. Why this the difference? This is the calculation. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay,
this
sir.
the primary resistance, this is the secondary equivalent resistance RE double prime, and this is the primary resistance RE single prime. Okay, clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, clear.
So now just change our new topics: equivalent reactance, not resistance. Just change resistive to reactive. Okay, clear?
Resistance to
This is
reactive.
the
Okay, sir.
resistance. Now our topics: equivalent reactance. Clear?
Then impedance. Okay, sir.
Equivalent reactance. Clear?
Okay, sir. Clear.
Equivalent reactance of transformer in terms of primary. Just now our third topic, equivalent reactance. So just all resistances change. Okay. Just now resistance is cancelled. This is the reactance. Okay. So our circuit change.
Yeah. Exact.
Okay. Clear? These two is changed now. And
Yes.
these the reactance means, you know that this is not RP, this is the XP.
XP, yes.
And this is the X
X prime B.
prime S.
S,
Just
yes.
change. And this is the coil is, now this is the coil, this is the XS. Okay. This is the XS. So this is your new circuit. And
Okay,
now topic change: primary, not resistive drop. This is the reactive drop. Primary, all are just change this your notebook. Okay, this is the at first equivalent reactance of transformer in terms of primary. Clear?
yes, sir. Clear.
And this is the primary, not resistive. Primary,
Ibrahim Haddad.
reactive.
Sorry, Ibrahim. What did you say?
Baan ku badbadali leeyahay waxaa la isticmaalayaa same equation.
Same equation aan la yaraystaan, laakiin xogaa way ka yara duwan yihiin. Waayo mataqaanaa reactance iyo resistance isku mid maaha. Ma fahanti?
Just all are changed. Okay.
Yes. Injuda macalinka ku sheegay, all of them will be changed. Waa la wada bedelaa. Ma fahanti? Isbedelaan kulligood.
Same, just name change. X. All are is X.
Fiiri. Okay, bas. Waa inta isla difference-iga.
Resistance-ga lagu bedelayaa
reactive-ka hadhowtana fiiri wuxuu ku dhihi doonaa mataqaanaa impedance loo bedelaa ka reactance aan joognaa resistance-igana waa soo dhameeya. Ma fahanti?
Okay.
Understand? Okay, sir.
Just just now our topics, equivalent, the
Reactance.
equivalent reactance.
In terms of primary.
All are, please noted, equivalent reactance. Okay,
Okay, so
equivalent reactance of transformer
in terms of
in terms of primary.
primary parts.
Primary. So now this not resistance, this is the reactance. Okay, this is the R, not R, this is the XP and this is the XS, and our equivalent is XE single prime. Okay, so our all X just change. Figure all R, now all R is X. This is the primary reactive drop. So not IP RP, IP XP. Okay, this is the secondary reactive drop, IS XS. Secondary reactive drop in terms of primary. So this and all are now changed. All R is changed. Okay, this is the X. All are X. Okay. So just same, just all are
Only change the resistance and
resistance to
change the
change reactance.
X with reactance. Yes, sir.
Okay. All R now is
Saan hor dini.
Hada, Ibrahim.
Amir.
Ah,
Waxba isku
yes.
dayin dee inta kaliya isku bedera.
Hur malaha.
Dii arday kala fahansan tahay intaan meelaha XP ugu beddelay XS ta. Isku dhagaan.
Holiis inaan horgashana noo fiican. Aan sameeyaan duuribiniyo. Si ardayda kalena niyo u fahmaan.
Okay.
Haddii kale wuxuu arkaano yasma u arkaan taas islaan.
this. Okay. Our final result is
Should
right?
be this. Okay.
Only this the previous RP plus A square RS, now XP plus A square XS. And
Brain reactance.
fourth circuit. This is the third circuit and all are written, must be written. Okay. Just change. This is the first part. All are reactive. Okay. Clear?
Okay,
And
sir.
now our fourth equivalent reactance, not resistance, reactance. Equivalent reactance of transformer in terms of secondary. So now this not resistance, this is the reactance, and this not R, all are X. Okay, all are X. All are X. Okay, not resistive, reactive. Yeah, all are reactive. Okay, so just all are X, not resistive, reactive. Yeah, just only all R is X. Okay, yeah, all are coil. Clear? This is your fourth equation.
Yes, sir.
Total fourth equation. Right? So
Yes, sir.
so your total equivalent now this your circuit. This is the resistance. This is the resistance. This is the this is the equivalent. This is the inductance. Now
Primary.
This is the primary coil. And this is the secondary coil.
Resistance. Inductive.
Okay.
Yes.
So Amiru,
So,
brother.
so these are
كل
first silent.
قوانين يعني resistance react.
Oh, yeah, inductance again.
آه
Yo, waxaa mataqaanaa markii oo labada resistor la mideeyo resistance ay noqonayaan labadaas inductance markii la mideeyo maxay noqonayaan inductor markii la mideeyo inductance kadib markii ayagii labada mideeyo maarag oo inductance iyo resistance la isu geeyo bay waxay noqonayaan markaas mataqaanaa reactance ay noqonayaan ma fahamtay markii mid quraata laga wada dhigana impedance oo noqonaa ma fahamtay
حتى راسها ما كل سوق resistance
hadda labada resistor markii la isku geeyo maxay noqonayaan resistance waa maano labada inductor markii la isku geeyo inductance kadib markii labada markii halka xabo oo laga soo dhigay resistance-ga iyo markii la mideeyay halka xabo oo inductor-ka maxay noqonayaan reactance ay noqonayaan hadda fiir labada inductor markii la mideeyay hal xabo ay
وهذا
noqonayaan
resistor يا
labada resistor markii ma jeedaa hadda macalinka sameeyno maxaa inductance kadib markii labada mideeyay labadooda la isku wada mideeyay waxay noqonayaan impedance ma fahamta oo hal laga dhigo reactance-ga iyo resistance-ga markii la isku daro waxay noqonayaan macnaha oo hal xabo caadi laga dhigo hal shay caadi laga dhigo hal branch waxay noqonayaan impedance
لكن هل حب resistor يا هل حب inductor ممكن تقدر إنه إحنا قلنا react معه.
هذا في اساس
لا
reactance waa inductor-ka caadiga ah ma fahamta reactance-ga fiir waa
right? All right, clear?
yes sir right sir clear very clear
So this your equivalent resistance. Okay, if this 2 is 1, 2 is 1, this name is R equivalent single prime, and this 2 is 1,
C prime.
X is single prime. Okay,
waa reactance-ga Ibrahim fahamta
ما فاهم. ما كان resistance reactor كل سوق اللي قلنا يعني impedance.
impedance oo noqonaa
right?
yes
So,
sir
so now Z is equal to this the now this the Z. Okay, Z is single prime. So Z is equal to, you know that this your resistance, this inductance. So this the impedance. So this R, this X. So this the Z. So Z is equal
Z.
to, you know that Z is equal
Yes.
to
point A to C
Z square is equal to R square
R
plus
square plus X square.
X
Yes.
square. So Z is equal to
Impedance.
root over R
R
square
plus
plus
XL.
X square, not XL. X
Yes.
square. Okay. So this is the Z. So you know that the R Z is equal to this. If this is the single prime, so R is single prime, X is single prime. Okay. So R is single prime is equal to, you know that R is single prime is equal to R is single
R is
prime
single prime. RB plus.
RP plus A square
R-
RS.
Yes.
Okay. And X is single prime means
XB plus A square R prime S.
X
X prime S. X.
not X prime X XS. This is the prime.
Prime مجرم يعني.
ay waana wuxuu noqonaanoo kan kale oo
If
ka
you
soo
use
jeeda
prime, if you use
Secondary
prime, so
reactance.
direct. This is the direct. This
secondary
another
reactance.
name XP plus XS prime only, because XS prime is equal to XS prime is equal to A square XS. Okay, and RS prime is equal to A square RS, not RS prime. A square RS. RS prime and RS not same. These are different. RS prime is equal to A square RS, because this is the RP. This is the two resistance plus. You know that our equivalent resistance, if the series, then R1, R2 all are plus. So this is the R1 and this is the R2, R1 plus R2. Okay, so this is the R1 plus R2. So this is equal to this, okay, and this this. So these two resistors, this R1 plus R2. So this is equal to must be this RS prime. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the Z. Okay, so now we are complete one question. Okay, question answer, mathematical terms. Okay, you are solve this. Our question, a single phase transformer. This transformer is suppose 25 kVA and 2300/230 volt. So single phase TXR means single phase transformer. Okay, this is the transformer specification. This is the single phase transformer. This is the primary voltage is 2300 and secondary voltage 230. Okay, and this is the power. This transformer power is 25 kilovolt ampere. Clear?
Yes.
So this transformer just you just measuring this the resistance measured. This the RP is equal to suppose 0.80 ohm. Okay, and XP is equal to 3.2 ohm. Clear? Then RS is equal to suppose 0.009 ohm. Okay, and suppose XS is equal to 0.03 ohm. Clear? So this is your value. Clear? Now you measured first one number, primary equivalent resistance. Primary equivalent resistance means RE single prime, and primary equivalent reactance, so X is single prime, and primary equivalent impedance. Okay, so all are find out. 2 secondary equivalent resistance, equivalent inductance, and equivalent impedance. Okay, and third, primary and secondary voltage drop, all voltage drop of primary and secondary. And fourth, copper loss. Copper loss. Okay, these four your problem. Okay, and this your value. So you just measure this. These two.
Go homework now.
No, now not homework. Okay.
Is this glasswork, sir?
Yes, classwork. These are primary. So at these two at not fast. At first you find out these 3 and 3, these 6 result. You know that this 6 is very easy. Just using formula. RE single prime is equal to RE single prime is equal to RE single prime is equal to RP plus
RB
A square RS. So this is the RP and this is the RS.
What is the S,
So,
sir? S equal EB by S, yes.
Ratio X
Yes,
is
yes.
A.
EB
So,
by S, sir. Yes.
this is the ratio.
Yes, sir,
This
I
is the
know.
this divide, so 10, 1:10 maybe. So
Yes,
ratio
yes, sir.
10. Okay, ratio 10.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes.
This is the primary and secondary term ratio 10 because this is the division. Okay, clear? So,
then
so all are quick. Correct this result.
okay.
This is RE single prime, then XE single prime. This is the XP plus A square.
A square
All are
XS.
apply this
Formula, sir. Yep.
formula. And JD single prime. If you
Sir, and
find
what
out
is
this
1
and this,
tan X, sir?
root over
R
RE
R
single
square
prime,
R
RE single
square
prime
square
square plus
price XE
XE square.
single prime square.
If you find out this and this, so Z is easy. So this is the primary, these three, and this secondary, these three. This is the RE single prime, double prime is equal to RS plus
plus
RP by A
yes,
square. Okay,
R prime B
XC double prime is equal to XS plus XP by A square. Right? So Z double prime root over RE double prime square plus XE double prime square. At first, find out this. These three and these three. Okay, quick.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
in second time, sir, and R double prime is equal RS plus R single prime B or RB.
I'm not clear your question. Another, just repeat your question.
Sir, in second term,
This
R
second,
double prime is equal RS plus R single prime B or RB. Which one?
this the R single prime. This no.
R single prime
This your
or
question.
R.
This equation. This is the second term equation. This is the RP by A square. This your equation. RS plus RP by A square. This your formula. Okay.
Okay.
This your formula. So we solve these 6. Then two. If this 6 complete, then 2 I'll complete. Okay.
Okay, sir. أنت كده واحد كشخان أحمد دوبيا أنصر معه
Clear? Or
Yes, sir. Clear.
you that this is the equivalent resistance. Okay, equivalent resistance, or this is the copper loss. So copper loss means this, or if you find out the copper loss, PCU copper loss. Okay, copper loss is equal to the formula IP square. This is the primary and secondary. Okay, this is the IS square. IP primary resistance, primary total copper loss. This is the primary part, and this is the secondary part. IS square, IS square. Okay, this and this same.
Sir, what do you mean by CE loss or copper loss?
Or if you use this is the copper loss. This is the primary part resistive and secondary part resistive drop. This is the copper loss. Okay, and if you find out this, or if you find out this, or this is the IP. So IS square RE double prime. These all are same.
This is the copper value.
Copper loss. This is the primary copper loss. This is the equivalent.
Secondary.
This is the secondary. This
Secondary.
and this same, and also same. This three is same. Okay. So just check this is the same. If anyone copper loss, your question this is the copper loss. So if you use this or this or this.
Okay, so. Okay.
So this is your question. So I'll find out this and use this screenshot.
Find out now.
Yes, now.
Laga shaqeeyo dhay.
Screenshot.
Kulli value-da hadda uu qoray. Fiir IS maxaa lagu leeyahay? Secondary current.
waxaa lagu leeyahay B by Q1 waxa waa matala power by VS in VS one
VS amaano.
power kale waa 180.62 meelas ma soo bixis
waxaanu
VS kala 130 voltage drop of secondary voltage drop kan
war yaa rasuulallah kunu ku dhuftay 5
Q1 25k 25 waxaanu may B1 waa 25 kilo volt amps more
أنا waxaan marka 25 kilo ampere oo lagu dhuftay 1000 oo loo qeybiyay waxaan marka VB-gayga maxaa marka aan ma u jeedo VB-gayga
VB-ga waxa mataqaana waa drop voltage of primary waa VB 2,300 sama
okay VS-gayga maxaa noqonaa marka
secondary drop of transformer waa secondary drop
300 amaano
labo waya 200 iyo 230 VS
هو بقول صدق مية.
VS
يا رسول الله. الماركة قيمة ريشو.
لبعض شن كنا حاليا
لو كنت زحمة بقول مرينا.
لو كنت زحمة بقول بحاليا كنا فولت جروب of primary one primary call كويس كده. primary call على صوص secondary call كلا كارا واحد عايز.
هاي لو بقول صدق أنا كنا في مركز أصحنا. مانو.
Enjoy.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Clear. Now I'm doing.
So now.
That's it.
This is your question, okay? This is the equivalent resistance of transformer. Refer to secondary, this is the secondary, and refer to primary, this is the primary, okay? And this we are using A, and this is using K, and we are using RE single prime, but these are using R01. This is the R02 means this is the equivalent resistance of secondary. Just name change, okay? And this we are using RP means primary, and this the R1 means primary, and this the R2 means secondary, but this the R2 we are using RS means secondary, and this the R2. Okay, yeah.
Okay, sir.
So this These are clear. This is the resistance, equivalent resistance, and equivalent reactance also. Also, the equivalent reactance is the second level, this is the magnetic part. So this is the equivalent reactance. This is the equivalent reactance. This is the impedance. Okay. So these are equivalent resistance, equivalent reactance, and this is the equivalent impedance. Okay. So just this is the equivalent. So this is the question. This question is very easy. Almost same. Okay. This also same from okay. Equivalent resistance referred to secondary, equivalent reactance referred to both primary and secondary, all are primary. It's also clear. Okay, clear.
هذا ما يصير.
This all are using this formula. This is the equivalent circuit. This is the total equivalent circuit. If both circuit is one, then this the another. This is the transformer test. This is the very important. Okay, open circuit test and short circuit test. Open circuit test means no load test. Okay. If you test this, then core loss. This is the open circuit test means suppose this is your transformer. Suppose our transformer test two types. Okay. Can you hear me? Our transformer test. This is the transformer primary and this is the secondary part. Okay. So suppose this the using this power supply 220 volt. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So this supply is coming. Then if this two part open, just you multimeter this is the voltmeter. Okay. Using this voltmeter parallel part, this is the voltmeter. If you use the voltmeter, then this test is open circuit test. If not, connect their circuit. Okay. This is called
There
open
is no
circuit.
any circuit. Yes.
No load test or no load. If you use no load. Okay. So this
No
test is called no load test or open circuit test. Open circuit test. This test is your hello. This is the open circuit test. Okay. This is the wattmeter, measuring meter. This is the wattmeter. This is the ammeter, and this is the voltmeter. Okay. This is the primary part. Okay. And this is the open circuit test formula. Open circuit test is no load. This test is to determine no load loss or core loss. This is the no load test means this is the core loss test. Okay. Yeah. And another test is called this is the core loss. Okay. So another test is the short circuit test. This is the short circuit test means this primary part this is the open, but now this 220 supply, this is supply suppose, and this is your secondary part, but this secondary part is just short. If short circuit test, it is not AC high voltage, okay? This is sub voltage, okay? This is the suppose 10 or 15 volt. Because this line is direct short, okay? If not use no load, but direct short, this point and this point direct short. If this point and this point short, then this short test, this is the open circuit test, and this is the short circuit test. Open circuit test, you are measured core loss or iron loss, and short circuit test, this is the copper loss. Okay, these are two types test and two type measuring value. Core loss system, this is the open circuit test, and short circuit test, this is the copper loss. Find out the copper loss. But copper loss means that all loss, you know that all loss means power. Okay, power loss, P, power. So this the this if this secondary part short, this not your supply 220, supply low voltage, okay? Because this line is short. If high voltage is the you know that short circuit means this is the fire, okay, or burn this section, okay? So short circuit test all time low voltage test. Clear? All clear?
Yes, sir.
So these two type of tests. Is the one is the short circuit test, and another is the open circuit test. So this is the short circuit. Okay. This is low voltage supply. Okay. Yeah, LV supply with low voltage supply. Okay. And this is the short circuit. Short. Or this is impedance test. Okay. The copper loss. Yeah. So this test is very important. Okay, so today our class just finished. Okay, and next day I will try the lab class in our laboratory video, the direct live video, and you just see this. Okay.
Live video.
Yes, live video. I will try. Okay. Next class.
Facebook or
No, this Zoom video, but live just show our lab instrument and connection. Okay, you just
okay sir.
هذا exam هذا
okay.
Okay sir. Okay. وحو dhahay macnaha next class he will take lab class, okay?
Lab class.
Lab class oo qaada.
I went to university lab and just show instrument all are show
video صوتهم يعني
instrument. Okay.
may عادي live video.
Live.
درسنا انا اوكي سر ان شاء الله.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
And
جامعة قرم
I
الفرن
will connect hardware connection and you see this. Okay, just.
Start,
And you take some question. Okay.
sir, when will you open the university?
No, I will.
Yeah?
University already closed, not open. Okay, only information part open. But I went to this university and
I said when it will open for all the students and staff or teachers. When?
Our government will not declare this schedule. Okay, if our government declared this schedule, then all are.
Karniyan kacdan ku sameey dawladda niyo. Hay'adda dawladda
This
Okay, sir.
situation not good. Okay, if our situation good, then open our university. Maybe
kuwa Soomaaliya ka fiican wallahi.
next semester, okay. This semester not possible.
Meaning, sir, in a January, sir.
January session is very difficult because this is a winter session. Okay, and Corona. This
Sir,
is
it's
a
a difficult, sir. It's a long time
is-
online, sir.
Long time is not, sir.
These are boring.
Online class is not good, sir.
Yes, I know, but no way. Okay.
But inshallah, sir, it will hold that.
This
that
our
is
section,
January 11th.
our part. Okay, teacher part is very difficult. This.
Yes, sir. Even the student very difficult because you know.
I know. I got my own gun. I told go on next semester. Come on.
Next class.
Yeah.
معقول مع next semester نيو معقول معها إن عند الفرواي حليضة حلو قبوة وينتر واي
قبوة لقلها إنه سكر ده لقى يا بابا حلي كلها الكوساس كسر عادي قبوة لقى الوقت
فيري